My name is Ralph
Ralph?
Waxman, and I'm 64.
64. And what job are you in currently?
What job? I'm unemployed, but I was working in hospitality restaurants before COVID.
Okay, that's good.
So where are you originally from?
I was born in San Diego, but I live in Los Angeles now.
So can you tell me a fun fact about your culture?
Which culture?
The one you were born
When I was born
and
in?
raised in.
My mom was born and raised in Germany and was there through World War II, and then came to the States in the 50s. So I sort of grew up with that culture.
So what was the biggest difference you found when you arrived in Washington, D.C.?
Well, I'd never been here before, so I had never seen these iconic things that I'm now seeing live. So the difference was seeing things.
Historical
Yeah.
places,
Yeah.
people here.
Yeah.
No. Do you see like a difference in the way people communicate here, or is it the same where you live?
I think it's the same.
The same?
I haven't talked to that many people here, but I think that people are maybe more apt to being open because they're also experiencing things at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's the most popular stereotype in your country?
About your country or
About
your culture?
Popular stereotype that people are polarized.
Polarized?
Yeah, I think that's a stereotype.
Do you believe in any superstition?
Yes.
What superstition?
I just am superstitious about karma and numbers and
Numerology?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, are there any superstition in the state that you were raised in, and why?
I don't think there are any specific to the state. I think superstitions come from whatever happens when you're very young and you just become influenced by those traditions.
What are the most interesting things that you have done in your culture?
The most interesting thing that I've done is political activism.
How does living in Washington, D.C. influence your values and beliefs?
I don't live in Washington, I live in Los Angeles, but I came to Washington, D.C. Because I thought it was important to see it as a citizen.
Visit the monuments and everything?
Yeah, it's just the whole thing. It's something that you see from afar, but I think it's important to come and see it firsthand. So
Okay.
I guess I just wanted to be witness to it all.
So, what aspect about your culture is not visible to foreigners? Like anything you cannot see.
I guess compassion.
Compassion.
Yeah, compassion, understanding. Don't think those things are necessarily visible.
So, what are the values and beliefs about your culture that you don't like? Why?
I would say institutional racism.
Racism?
Institutional, the kind of racism that people are born into and grow up in.
Like black people? And
Just in general, yeah.
general.
People that are different, non-white.
just people
Yeah,
from
people
different...
that are not. They don't look like other people in their mind. So I just think that has to do with growing up and being institutionalized in racism from your childhood.
Mm-hmm.
So, does every region in the United States have different belief or tradition?
I would say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you give me like an example?
Well, I was growing up without religion, but I think that some religions are more accepting of people, and others are more exclusive. Like you have to adhere to a certain protocol to be part of that religion. So some are open religions, and some are closed. If I was going to be a part of a religion, I would want one that would be inclusive, not exclusive.
So, what type of religion would be like exclusive?
I like
Judaism?
evangelical Christians. I think other religions, a lot of religions have theirs, but that's one that comes to my mind is because they're one ones that are more vocal about they want people to be a certain way, and they're not open to people lifestyles.
So like there's different values in America, like individuality and then materialism and like privacy and then I don't know, freedom of speech. Like what values do you think is like
Makes you an American?
I would say freedom of speech and individualism, but also for me, what I identify as American is being accepting of other cultures and other people, not being exclusionary.
So the last question. Imagine you are a grown-up, independent,
Okay,
at 30
I
years
thought-
old with a great family. Like, how would you raise your children?
Or how have you raised your children, if you have?
If you
Yeah.
have children at all.
How would I raise them in terms of having grown up in this,
Yes.
culture?
Yeah.
I think I would try to raise them to be as open and accepting
Others?
of others. Yeah, that's probably the most important value. Is just being open and accepting, and not allowing those cultural influences to close their mind. I'd want them to have an open mind.
Open mind to
Yeah.
other cultures.
Yes. Yeah.
Include everyone in.
Yes. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks.